When it comes to your health, maintaining balanced blood glucose levels is critical. Whether you have diabetes, are at risk for it, or simply want to understand your body better, knowing what your blood glucose level should be is crucial for overall well-being. But what exactly are these levels? What is considered normal? And when should you be concerned? In today's video, we're diving into the ins and outs of blood glucose levels, what they are, how to monitor them, and how they can affect your health. So, if you've ever wondered if your blood sugar is at a healthy level, this is the video for you. Before we jump in, hit that like button if you're all about maintaining a healthy lifestyle. Your health matters, and understanding blood glucose is a big step in the right direction. What is blood glucose? Blood glucose, often referred to as blood sugar, is the concentration of glucose, a type of sugar present in your blood. Glucose is the body's primary energy source, derived from the food you eat. When you consume carbohydrates like bread, pasta, or fruit, your body breaks them down into glucose and releases it into your bloodstream. Insulin, a hormone produced by the pancreas, helps regulate the amount of glucose in your blood, allowing it to enter your cells and be used for energy. Having too little or too much glucose in your blood can lead to significant health problems. If you're wondering what's considered normal glucose levels, don't worry, we're going to break it down for you. Ever wonder why you feel sluggish after eating a heavy meal? It's all about glucose, your body's energy fuel. Stick around to find out what those levels should really be. What should your blood glucose levels be? Understanding what your blood glucose level should be is essential for determining whether your body is functioning properly. In general, for most people, fasting blood glucose levels measured after not eating for at least 8 hours should fall between 70 to 99 milligrams per deciliter. After eating, blood glucose levels should typically rise, but they shouldn't go higher than 140 milligrams per deciliter. Anything consistently higher than these numbers could indicate a potential problem. For individuals with diabetes, the target glucose range can differ based on their specific treatment plan. Regular monitoring of your blood sugar is critical to avoid complications like heart disease, kidney issues, and nerve damage, all of which can stem from poorly controlled blood glucose. Have you checked your blood glucose lately? If not, it's a good idea to start tracking it regularly to stay ahead of your health. The importance of fasting blood glucose levels. Fasting blood glucose levels are one of the first things your doctor will test to determine if you're at risk for diabetes. This test is typically done early in the morning after you've fasted for at least 8 hours. The reason why this is so important is because it reflects how well your body is managing glucose on a daily basis, without the influence of recent meals. A normal fasting glucose level between 70 to 99 milligrams per deciliter is a good indicator that your body is processing glucose efficiently. A fasting glucose level between 100 to 125 milligrams per deciliters is considered prediabetes, which means you may be at risk of developing type 2 diabetes if you don't take preventive steps. Anything higher than 126 milligrams per deciliter on multiple occasions could suggest you have diabetes. This is why monitoring your fasting glucose is such an important measure of your long-term health. Want to know a simple way to stay ahead of your health? Regular blood glucose testing can catch problems early. Get those numbers checked. Postprandial blood glucose, the impact of meals. While fasting blood glucose levels give insight into how your body is performing without food, postprandial blood glucose levels, which is blood sugar levels after eating, tell us how well your body handles a meal. After eating, your body naturally processes glucose from food, and this is when your blood glucose levels typically rise. For most people without diabetes, blood glucose should peak at around 1 hour after eating, and then return to normal below 140 milligrams per deciliter after 2 hours. Consistently high post-meal glucose levels can indicate insulin resistance, which is often a precursor to diabetes. This is why tracking your postprandial glucose is important to see how your body is responding to the food you consume and whether you need to adjust your diet or lifestyle to better control blood sugar levels. Ever feel that sugar rush after a meal? That's your blood sugar at work. But knowing how it should behave can help you take charge of your health. The A1C test, a long-term indicator. The A1C test is another essential tool when it comes to tracking blood glucose levels. Unlike the fasting blood glucose test or the postprandial test, the A1C test gives an average of your blood sugar levels over the past 2 to 3 months. This is because red blood cells, which glucose attaches to, live for about 90 days. An A1C level of below 5.7% is considered normal. 5.7% to 6.4% suggests prediabetes, and anything 6.5% or higher indicates diabetes. The A1C test is incredibly helpful for individuals with diabetes, as it shows the long-term effectiveness of their blood glucose management. It's also an excellent way for doctors to gauge how well a patient has been controlling their blood sugar levels over a period of time. The A1C test is like your blood glucose report card. It gives you a snapshot of how well you've been managing things over the last few months. Factors that affect blood glucose levels. Many factors can influence blood glucose levels, and it's important to understand how different things in your lifestyle may impact your numbers. Factors like diet, exercise, stress, sleep, and even medications can all cause fluctuations in blood glucose levels. For instance, consuming foods high in carbohydrates or sugars can lead to a spike in blood glucose. Conversely, physical activity helps your muscles use glucose for energy, lowering blood glucose levels. Stress releases hormones like cortisol that can cause a rise in blood glucose, while inadequate sleep can affect insulin sensitivity, making it harder for your body to regulate blood sugar. Understanding how these elements interact with your blood glucose levels is essential for maintaining healthy numbers and avoiding long-term health problems. What happens when blood glucose is too high? When blood glucose levels consistently remain high, it can lead to a condition called hyperglycemia. Symptoms of hyperglycemia include increased thirst, frequent urination, fatigue, and blurred vision. Over time, if blood glucose levels stay elevated, it can cause serious complications such as nerve damage, kidney damage, heart disease, and even vision loss. People with diabetes, particularly those who are not effectively managing their condition, are at a higher risk of these complications. That's why it's so important to monitor your blood glucose levels regularly and work with your healthcare provider to ensure that they stay within a healthy range. Managing blood sugar is a lifelong commitment, but the good news is that with the right care, these complications are largely preventable. What happens when blood glucose is too low? On the flip side, blood glucose levels that drop too low can lead to hypoglycemia. Symptoms of hypoglycemia include shakiness, dizziness, confusion, and sweating. Severe hypoglycemia can even lead to loss of consciousness, which is why it's important to address low blood glucose levels immediately. While it's more commonly associated with people with diabetes, particularly those who take insulin or other medications to lower blood sugar, hypoglycemia can happen to anyone. If you experience symptoms of hypoglycemia, it's essential to raise your blood glucose by consuming a fast-acting carbohydrate, like fruit juice or glucose tablets. Prolonged hypoglycemia can be dangerous, so it's important to find a balance between keeping your blood glucose levels within a healthy range and avoiding lows. Low blood sugar? If you've ever felt that shakiness, you know how uncomfortable it can be. Make sure you're keeping those levels balanced for better health. Maintaining healthy blood glucose levels. The key to keeping your blood glucose levels in a healthy range is balance. This means making conscious decisions about what you eat, how you move, and how you manage stress. Eating a balanced diet that includes whole foods like fruits, vegetables, whole grains, lean proteins, and healthy fats can help stabilize your blood sugar. Regular exercise is also crucial, as it helps your body use glucose more efficiently. Additionally, managing stress through relaxation techniques and ensuring you get enough sleep are also essential for blood sugar regulation. For those with diabetes, working closely with a healthcare provider to monitor blood glucose levels and adjust medications as needed is also vital. Want to make blood glucose management part of your routine? Focus on those lifestyle factors: exercise, diet, and stress management. Small changes add up. So, there you have it. Everything you need to know about what your blood glucose levels should be and how to maintain them. Whether you're at risk of diabetes or just want to stay on top of your health, understanding blood glucose is an essential part of overall wellness. Remember, it's not just about the numbers, it's about the lifestyle choices that keep you healthy for years to come. Take control of your health today by staying informed and making mindful decisions about your diet, exercise, and stress management. Thanks for watching. Please check out the description field of this video to review all medical references and recommendations. And if you found this video to be interesting, we would sincerely ask that you hit the like button and subscribe to assist in the continued growth of this channel. Or simply click on this video or the playlist to keep exploring more amazing content.